Highland Holiday House is situated in Drumnadrochit, where the surrounding area is just perfect for exploring on foot or bicycle. So when I heard that my friends at Ticket to Ride in Inverness were now renting e-bikes, we got straight over to try one out. My mate from Albania has never been to Scotland, and this was my chance to impress him. Ticket to Ride is situated in Belfield Park, a short walk from the city centre. The staff are knowledgeable and friendly and will rent you a top quality cycle at reasonable rates. Whether it's a road bike, hybrid, mountain bike or e-bike, they've got something for every requirement. The guys are really knowledgeable and super friendly. Nothing seems to be too much trouble for them. We were given a detailed briefing during the handover. The bike came with a charger, tools, spare tube and a heavy duty lock. Everything we needed to know was explained in detail. The Trek Powerfly 4 e-bikes are brand new and come equipped with racks and mudguards, so you can load them up for a multi-day trip if you want. You can request them with either road or mountain bike tyres. This particular model is a robust do-it-all workhorse. It's perfect for doing the Great Glen Way and other such gravel touring routes. Handover complete, we jumped back into the van and got back to Drumnadrochit. We got changed and straight onto our bikes and rode along Glen Urquhart on the Afric Kintail Way. The scenery was amazing and the bike performed faultlessly, making a mockery of the inclines. The Trek is a perfect bike for this type of terrain. Riding forestry trails and gravel roads, it's capable of the rough stuff as well, but remember, it's not a downhill full suspension enduro bike. What it is, however, is a purposeful cross-country tourer capable of doing multi-day off-road routes such as the Afric Kintail Way or the Great Glen Way. The following day we headed out to Cannock in the van and then spent the next 5 hours riding through the Victorian model village of Tomwick and then through the forests to the stunning Loch Afric. The view as we cycled along the Lochside Trail was truly breathtaking. Just before the end of the loch we could see the old boathouse down on the shore, and we were intrigued by this lonely little building all on its own. Arriving at the end of the loch we explored more paths and took a closer look at the Strawberry Cottage mountaineering hut and the Athnamullach Bothy. Apparently Strawberry Cottage is a private hut which can be rented by mountaineering clubs, and the Athnamullach Bothy can also be rented by groups, but only ones belonging to bona fide organisations. Curiosity satisfied, we started to make our way back along the Lochside Trail. However, we soon spotted a muddy track that ran off and away from the trail and concluded that this must be the path to the boathouse. Well, we couldn't resist the temptation, so we rode down there to take a look at it. On reaching the shore we decided to take a rest and have our lunch. As we ate our food we were mesmerised by the jaw-dropping beauty that surrounded us. We could see that the boathouse was in excellent condition but locked up. We wondered who owned it and if it was for rent or for private use only. Stomachs full and legs rested, we made our way back to the van. I knew that I'd really impressed my mate with the awesome majesty of this secluded glen in the Highlands. The next day we jumped onto the Great Glen Way at Drumnadrochit and rode towards Invermoriston along the glen. Each time the trail broke out of the forest we'd be rewarded with a magnificent view of Loch Ness. After about 10 miles we turned around and made our way back to Drumnadrochit. We grabbed a quick lunch and then got showered and took the e-bike back to Ticket to Ride. It had proved itself to be a fantastic workhorse for this sort of terrain, and it had done everything we'd asked of it. If you're thinking of trying one out, I highly recommend that you do. It's a fantastic way to see the area, and you don't need to be a serious cyclist to enjoy it.